Would you like to see some beautiful and easy to make floral wreaths? That is exactly what we're doing today. Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. With me today is Simba and we are about to have some fun making these gorgeous floral wreaths. For this wreath, I'm going to be using a pack of these florals that I got on Temu. And look how beautiful they are. I'm not going to use all of them, but the majority. And then I'm going to use a bamboo wreath. This one's 11 inches in diameter. You, of course, will need a hot glue gun and possibly to soften things up if you wish, maybe a ribbon. The first thing I'm going to do is remove flowers that are really tall. I'm going to use these on a different project and there's just a few of those. If you have florals that are large and small, always start with the large ones. Mine are fairly the same size, so what I'm doing is starting with the ones that are really off color, meaning these lilac ones. I'll start with those. A little bit of hot glue and I'll attach these on 3 sides since I only have 3 of them. Now I have some pink ones, some lovely white ones. I think that'll be pretty. This one in between. At this point, you can decide how you want the wreath to hang. I decided to have this at the top, so I'm going to have the bow right here. And to put the bow together, you can either use some floral wire or a jute cord. I'm thinking we can get away with using a jute cord. It'll be just fine. Let's grab a little piece. I have my ruler right here just to measure my loops as I'm making the bow. We're going to make a saggy bow, as fun as that sounds. The ribbon that I'm going to be using is this gorgeous mauve ribbon. It's 1.5 inches satin. I think it's just absolutely stunning. After you measured your tail, I want my loops to be 4.5 inches. So to make it easier on myself, 4.5 times 2 is of course going to be 9. So I'll just measure off 9 inches and then make a loop going over, measure off 9 inches again. This one's just going under the bow itself. When I bring it together, see how I like it, and I think it's going to look really pretty like that. Grab my jute cord and I'm just going to tie it. In this case, because we're working with this type of wreath, I'm going to grab tweezers, grab one end of my jute cord, put it through where I need my bow to be. There you go. Tie a knot in the back. Cut that off. Since we're in the back, grab another piece of jute cord and we're going to make a hanging loop. My tweezers again go in between the twine. There we go. Tie a knot, cut the rest of the tail off, and I have a hanging loop. Cut the other tail. Look how elegant and easy it was to bring this wreath together. The bow is a little different, but I think it makes for a very, very pretty spring wreath. I love that the bow is droopy. I think that adds such a beautiful element. And of course the tails, you can keep them in the back or you can bring them to the front. You have a beautiful floral wreath. I'm just popping in to let you know that this video is part of a collaboration called Wood Round and Wreath Wednesday. It is hosted by my lovely friends DIY with Aria and Loli D's Creations. This month, I just happened to be the guest host, so I'm very honored and grateful to the hosts for inviting me. Below you will find the link to this collaboration where you can watch all of the participants and wonderful creations that they will be making. Please take a minute and show everyone a little bit of love, and of course, don't forget to let them know that Nadia sent you. Now we have 2 more wreaths. This is going to be a very chic and classy wreath, my friends. We are going to use some black and white flowers. These are actually poppies, 2 floral picks. And because the wreath that I'm using is 12 inches, I wanted a little bit of an extension for the floral. So I got 2 pieces of greenery like this. Of course, you can use whatever you have on hand. Then I wanted a little bit more white, and I got these at Hobby Lobby on clearance actually. These are just such pretty elegant white flowers. For the ribbon, we are going polka dot 1.5 inch, and then this one is 5/8 of an inch. This one is grosgrain, and this one is grosgrain also, but it is a wired ribbon. This one is not. For our wreath base, it's going to be a wooden wreath. And of course, I am going to incorporate a few zip ties to bring everything together. Get some of these little white ones, and I'm pulling them from the base. Whenever I'm putting flowers on a wreath base, what I like to do first is face the flower towards the front. So if it's facing to the side, face it up. And I do that by bending right at the base. With the greenery, I'm going to bend them a little bit, make sure they lay really nicely on our wreath base. Lay the white flowers over that. I like that. Let's lay the flower over. If you like the way your greenery looks, could lay it out, check it out. I think I like that a lot. Bring it together with a zip tie or a floral wire. I like to do this in the middle of the flower so that everything comes together nicely, and you can hide the zip tie. Cut the tail. I love how this came together, the little puppy pick, then my greenery piece, and some white little tiny flowers. With our remaining supplies, we're going to do the exact same thing, but mirror it for this side. Both florals are done. Now it's time to make our bow. This is one of these wreaths where you can tuck your picks in first before you attach them. So I'm going to do that. Even this would be so pretty, but we are going to leave space for our bow, because that's going to be my favorite part. There we go. Let's make the bow. For our bow, let's measure how long we want our tail to be. When you got the tail, then we're just going to start. This is the back of the ribbon, and I'm going to loop over and under. And of course, the size of the loops are up to you. I'm going to make 4 of them, so I'm going to make another set going over and under. When you have your 4 loops, I'm going to flip this to the front. One way to make sure you have everything even is just to fold the bow, and you'll be able to see. I'm going to clip the bow in place, measure my tail, and cut that off. Next, I'm bringing my grosgrain ribbon in. This is just going to look pretty. Simply is going to look pretty. Measuring, making sure that the tail is long enough. And here you can either do 2 loops or 6 loops. That is up to you. I think I want just a little bit, so I'm going to do just 2 loops. I went under and then I went over, and that's it. Let's bring it all together. Clamp that. Measure the tail and cut that off. Grabbing a zip tie, bring everything together. As I'm bringing it together, make sure that all my loops are the same size. To attach, I'm going to grab a floral wire, cut off a little piece. We don't need a big one. To cover the center of the wreath, grab more of this black and white ribbon. Cut a piece that's about 2 inches long. Give it a little bit of hot glue and fold it. A little bit more hot glue on the other side and fold that. And then we're going to end up with a strip like this with hot glue straight on the zip tie. Put that right over. Let's press and hold it in place. Whenever I do this, I like to have my finger protector. A little bit more hot glue. The floral wire we cut is going to go right in between. And let's cover the other side. A little bit more hot glue. I'm just holding everything in place until the hot glue settles. And now we can use our floral wire and attach the bow to the wreath base. Open up the bow a little bit. I have the 4 loops and then the 2 in the center. Because these look so pretty, I'm going to unite the tails just a little bit in a few spots. Not much, just a tiny bit, and very lightly. These are both grosgrain, so you're not going to be able to see the hot glue unless you really put it on towards the end, put a nice row right here so that when we cut the tail, it's going to give us a beautiful line. Let's attach this side of the tail also. Nice line in the middle. Now I'm ready to cut. Nice and smooth. It's very elegant and very pretty. And if you want your tails to stay in a particular spot, because otherwise they're going to sway down, if you feel like you want them out just a little bit, go ahead and put just a tiny bit of hot glue so it stays in place. I think it looks so pretty. Let's make a hanging loop. I'm just using really elegant white ribbon for this. Right underneath the bow with my pretty little ribbon. Make a knot or two and then hide it behind the wreath. Our hanging loop is on and our beautiful classy floral wreath is all done. For this wreath, we're going to need some decorative mesh. This one is only 3 yards in length. It's 6 inches in width. 2 rolls of this tulle, 6 inches in width, but it is 5 yards in length. Some pipe cleaners, 8-inch wreath base. This one only has 3 sections. The cutting mat I'm going to use is this little one from the DollarTree, and I'm also going to be using some really pretty floral tops. Using 7 pipe cleaners, fold them in half and cut. Fold them in a little V so it's easier to use. I'm going to be using 2 sections. Start with an intersection right in the center. Give my pipe cleaner a few twists. Inside the section, 6 pipe cleaner attachments. So 7 all together. 1 on an intersection and 6 in the middle. The pipe cleaners are all on. 1, 6 in the center, 1, 6 in the center. If we feel like we need more, we can definitely attach a little later. Right now, let's get started on making our bubbles. Going to put decorative tulle. Going to start unwrapping and layering one on top of the other so it stays all together. Clamp it, this one, and then the last tulle. Because this is so elegant, what I would recommend doing is go ahead and lay it out, attach a clamp, and then just continue laying the rest of it out and attaching a clamp. I like doing this when working with 6-inch deco mesh or whenever I have too many things that are layered one on top of the other. I think I'm going to stop there, attach some of my bubbles, and then do this once again. First, we're going to collect, attach, twist this in place, and I always like to zip tie when I'm doing bubble wreaths. Zip tie the tail in place about a 1/2 inch from the connection. Cut that off, nice and secure. I'm going to make 8-inch bubbles. Go ahead and measure your 8 inches, bring it in, attach it to the next pipe cleaner. This is going to be easy. This is going to be fun, and well, it's going to be beautiful. Now I'm just twisting the tails up. Just fold them in half and fold them back. 8 inches. Grab that next pipe cleaner, the next bubble in, twist up, fold our tail in half, and fold back. Repeat this process, attaching to the rest of these pipe cleaners. I'm on my last loop, and you know, one of the best things of making wreaths sometimes is when you have a wreath and you're in the process and it looks like this, but you know there is an ending picture in your head that is really pretty. Zip tie the end in place, but I am not going to cut off the tulle, and I'll show you why in just a second. Cut off the tail. With the tulle that I have left, I'm going to start wrapping it around this 3rd section because we're going to attach the florals and we need to have our florals stick to something. Going to wrap it and it'll give our flowers a nice base, just like this. Don't make this part loose, make it nice and tight, even tug on it a little bit, because when you attach it in place and then hot glue the flowers on it, you want to make sure that the flowers are going to be stable and not move. I knotted the tulle in place, and now I'm going to grab a zip tie and zip tie the end of the tulle to the wreath base. Cut that off. And now we're ready to start opening up our bubbles. Start with the tulle decorative mesh, and then on the next bubble, I'm going to start with the decorative mesh, then start with tulle, start with decorative mesh. That way we have a nice balance. And that decorative mesh, we're going to make sure that it is nice and fluffy. Then we have our tulle coming through, and then that gorgeous decorative mesh. This is going to be really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and finish opening up all the bubbles. When it comes to attaching the flowers, there is a technique to it too, because if we just put flowers right here, just 3 flowers, it's not going to have that fullness that the rest of the wreath has, and it's going to look a little empty. So what I recommend is hold off on adding the really pretty ones. Get some flowers like these I got at the Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these first to the ends, attach them on the edge. So it's going to continue filling in this fullness. 3 on the outside and 2 on the inside. And that's going to fill in that space, then bring in those gorgeous flowers and put them on top. Now it's time to attach the rest of my florals. Add beautiful big ones at the center, pink one on the other side, put a pink one here, and then maybe another white one right there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A few pieces of hydrangea, and these are really, really light and bright. Hydrangeas always look beautiful among roses. A little bit of hydrangea on this side, maybe a little bit right there, and then I think that's it. I'm just going to have to make sure that everything is hot glued nicely. This wreath turned out a little bit different, but so pretty. At this point, you're pretty much done with the wreath. For reference, it measures about 12 inches in diameter. I decided that I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to turn it sideways, and on the pink side, I'm going to add a little butterfly. This is actually an ornament clamp that I got at Christmas at Walmart for $1.87. Let's take the tags off. And since it's a clamp, it's going to be easy to attach. Center it, grab a little bit of tulle, attach my butterfly. There you have it. You can, of course, attach anything you want or not attach anything at all, but I thought this little butterfly would look great, and this would be perfect for a little girl's room, for a wedding shower, baby shower, or even for your summer home. I think this wreath is fun and, well, a little bit different, right? Simba, how did you like all the wreaths? Which one was your favorite? All of them. All of them. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye, my sweet friends. Simba, wave to everyone. Say bye. He's just giving me 5s. That's all you get, you guys.